In this video, let's see how to work with the Shopify navigation. So let's help our customers navigate our website, and we're going to do that using the menu. So the way that the Shopify menu system works is that there are menu blocks. So this is a menu block, and this is the main menu block. And down here, we also have a footer menu. So depending on your theme, you may have different menu blocks. So for this one, I can see it has the main menu here, and it has the footer menu. Other menus you're going to find, other themes, you may find that there is a menu here, there's another one at the top, and so on. So it depends on the theme design. So let's come back to Shopify, and then I'm going to go to navigation. So if I click here on navigation, if you're not already here, just click on online store and then click on navigation, and you're going to end up on the same page. So by default, Shopify already has the footer menu block and the main menu block set up for us. We can just click on them and then add the menu items that we want to add. So you can add different menu items if you want to link to a page, a collection, and so on. So make sure you create the elements that you want on your menu before you set up the menu. So I've set up all the pages, I've set up all the collections. Let's see how we can add them to our menu items. So if your theme has multiple menu blocks, you can click here to add another menu. Maybe you want to add another menu at the header. Maybe there's a header menu block called header block. You can just click there to add a menu, and you can add the menu there, give it a name, and so on. Okay, that's if your theme has multiple menu blocks. But for me, I can see my theme right now only has the main menu and the footer menu. That's what my theme has. So I'm going to click here on the main menu, and I can add different items on the main menu. So I'm going to go here, and you can even give it a different name if you want to. I'm just going to leave it as main menu. And on the main menu, you can see we already have home and catalog. So catalog is basically your shop, right? It shows all your products. So I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to call it shop. So I'm going to click there to apply changes. So let's say I want to link to the different collections that I have, right? So I'm going to click there, add menu, and let's see. I don't know collections. Which collections do I have here? I can just choose one of these collections, and I'm going to use this as an example. So let me just say these are top picks. And I want to link to, you can link to all these kinds of items. You see, you can link to a homepage, collection, a specific product. You can link to different pages and so on. So I'm going to link to a collection here, and let's choose this collection. You can call it whatever you want to. It depends on what you're selling. And you can also filter the collection with tags, but I don't want to do that because this collection is already filtered. So I'm going to click there to add, and this element has now been added to our menu. And most importantly, we do have an About Us page. Let's link to our About Us page. So make sure you create all these elements, these pages before you link to them. So if you want to link to a page, just click there, choose the page, and I want to link to About Us page, and I'm going to click on add. And for this, I can actually just call it about. And then I will save. I also want to link to Contact Us page. Contact Us. So pages, choose Contact Us, add. So once we've done all that, let's just come here and click on Save Menu. And once we save it, if you go to the front end, you're going to see that our menu has now been updated with the products with the menu items that we've added to it. So if you want to rearrange any of these items, it's as easy as just dragging the element until you see that. Okay, if you want to change any elements, just drag them until you see that line, and then you save the menu and your items will be rearranged. Let's go back to the footer menu. And as I said, if your theme has multiple menu items, you can just create another menu and then add the menu items that you want for that specific menu block. So I'm going to click there on the footer menu, and on the footer menu, I want to add some of these items. we can add some of this anyway. The same items. Contact us. People will definitely look at block, will definitely look at your footer if they want to contact you. And then we can also add contact us. You can add the about page. You can add the home page, all those other pages. Let's add the return policy. I know I created the return policy. So pages, I know it's refund. I didn't create the return, but I'll just use that. And then click add. So you can add all these pages on your footer. And once you save the menu, if you go to your front end and then you scroll down, let's refresh, and you're going to see your footer menu has been added right there, and you can add different items for your footer if you want to. So let's click back on navigation. Okay, so the next thing is how can you create nested navigation or sub items. If you want to create drop-down menus in Shopify, you can do that as well. Let's come back to main menu, and let's say that on our home page here, I want to create a collections. I want to create categories, and I'm going to list all the collections in our store under categories. So I will click there on add menu item, and I'm just going to click on collections. I'm just going to create categories. Now here on link, it's important for you to know, do you want categories to link to something or not? If you want it to link to something, you can choose the link here. If you don't want it to link to anything, you can just use the pound sign, and this will make it not link to anything. Okay, so that is if you don't want it to link to anything. And I'm just going to click on add. Okay, for now we have to create a link for it. Let's just choose all collections for it. Now this is going to be the main menu item with drop downs. So let's add the drop down items that we want for this, and I'm going to add here short sleeved. These are the collections that we created. And I'm going to add that. And what you can do is you can just click it and then drag it to be under that. Once you see this, that's how you create a sub menu item. Just create it and then drag it wherever you want it. But of course we do want it under categories, so I will put it there under categories, and then I will add the next one, which is long sleeved. So do this for all your collections, and long sleeved of course will link to the collections called long sleeved. And then I will click on add, and you can see now we can just continue adding them under this. All right, if you want to add any menu items outside of this sub menu, just create there. Then let's create another one, and I don't know which collections I have. Let's see the collections that I have here, and I will click there. You can see it has automatically given it the name formal shirts, and I'm going to click on add, and that will add it under this menu item. So that's how you can create the sub menu items, drop down menu items in Shopify, and then apply the changes, and then I will save, and then I will refresh the page, and now we have categories. And okay, even if you click on it, it will just bring this, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's pretty much how to work with navigations in Shopify. In this video, you've seen how you can create navigations, and you've also seen how you can create sub-menu items if you do want to create drop-down menus in Shopify. So the most important thing for you to take away from this video is that different themes will come with different menu blocks. So this has a menu block there, and it also has a menu block on the footer. So there are certain themes that will have two blocks, two menus at the top here, and you may need to create another menu for that. To do that, just come here under navigation and then click on add menu, and you can create a new menu block. And that menu block, once you create it, you can just select where you want to put it. If you go to your customizer, depending on what your theme allows. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.